Hey everybody, welcome back. It is patch 7.18 and I thought it was about time to increase our champion pool here on the channel. I play a lot of Udyr and Jax, so I thought Xin Zhao would really match my playstyle and a lot of the skills would carry over. So if you guys like this video, I will make more. We're going to be starting level 1 with a Hunter's Machete and Rejuvenation Bead instead of Refillable Potion because we're going to be rushing the, you guessed it, the Tiamat. Then after the Tiamat we'll get our Bloodrazor, then our Titanic Hydra. So I tried playing Xin Zhao without Titanic Hydra, just going another attack speed item after Bloodrazor, but I just thought it was a little bit too squishy in team fights for me. I highly prefer having Titanic Hydra. As I've said before, the early Tiamat helps our clear speed through the jungle, so if we can't gank anybody, we can farm very efficiently. Really helpful on single target damage champions, and then in the late game you can convert into tank by building Titanic Hydra. So on Udyr and Jax, I would build Cinderhulk with the Titanic build, but for Xin Zhao, because he has so much healing from attack speed, I'm just going Bloodrazor and then Titanic Hydra. Those are my core items. And then the third item, only if I'm really fed, I will get some extra damage. The three options I usually go for are Blade of the Rune King, Winter's Rage Blade, or Hextech Gunblade. That's only if fed, because you're going to be pretty squishy if you get that and you're not that fed. Just something to keep in mind. Try to counter gank this because they're pretty pushed. Also, the Nidalee's pretty low health. If Nidalee face checks the bush, let's try to engage, lock her down. Start with an auto attack reset with a Q. Nidalee flashes, I'm gonna flash E on top of Nidalee to get that kill. Just like with Jax's W, you can use Xin Zhao's Q as an auto attack reset to get 2 auto attacks off quickly. And then once we get our Titanic Hydra done, that's another useful auto attack reset. Very helpful on Xin Zhao because we can get our Q knockup faster by using our Titanic Hydra in that period of time. The Tiamat is not an auto attack reset, it's only an auto attack reset once you get the Titanic Hydra. And Ravenous Hydra is not an auto attack reset either. So my mid lane roamed down to bot to get a kill, so I just went to mid lane to cover a little bit of farm. And then my mid laner dies down in bot, so let's just keep farming this. Our top laner gets a kill. Let's just finish taking this wave, pushing it all the way towards tower so the minions will reset at the halfway point for Fizz. Let's just take the scuttle, check the enemy jungle with this plant. Now we can try mid lane because that Zed is very low. So I was going to try to sneak in behind him, see if I can catch him recalling when he wasn't looking. But the enemy jungler shows up, so let's be careful. The Nidalee is out of mana. He's running this direction, so I was gonna wait for him to walk towards wolves and then jump over to wolves, jump over the wall and surprise him. Nidalee uses smite early, so I'm gonna finish off this wolf. That was a bad smite by me also, but let's leave one more ward over here and let's maybe try top lane. The Irelia is not very pushed right now, but I was waiting to see if the Volibear could land a Q flip to right towards me to bait him in. And then finally, there it is. There goes Irelia's cooldowns. And we just jump in and finish off the Irelia. So then let's help our top laner push a little bit while the enemy is dead. We push all these minions into the tower so the tower kills them all and denies that farm from Irelia. And we might actually be able to kill this tower right now. But then the Nidalee comes out of nowhere, lands a spear, gets that catch, so I'm just going to run away. That tower's pretty low health though, so it's not going to be too hard to get that tower. That's going to be enough money to finish the Tiamat, basic boots, and we're going to be starting Bloodrazor. So I'm just going to go for a Hunter's Talisman and a refillable potion. Then I'll have enough extra money for a control ward. So now that we got our Tiamat done, we can efficiently kill wolves and raptors and krugs. In the first clear, we focus these small monsters first, but now we want to attack the largest ones first, get the most damage output from our AoE. If you're unable to get any ganks, you're not completely out of the game. You can just farm a little while, but that doesn't mean you're terrible at ganking either, so it's a win-win. So I saw an opportunity to take a bunch of farm from bot lane, and now looking at the map, we can't gank bot at the moment. Maybe mid lane in a minute. So now what we do is we just move through the jungle. In the jungle, my ability order when I'm farming camps is I start with one auto, and then right after the first auto, I auto attack reset with a Q so I can get 2 autos quickly to start the camp. and I simultaneously activate the W with the Q. That way it'll put the W on cooldown immediately, and each of our 3 buffed attacks from Q will reduce the cooldown of the W. So you don't want to use the Q first without using the other abilities, because then you're not getting that reduced cooldown effect from the Q. And the E is not necessary for farming. If you have blue buff, you might want to use the E just when you're killing wolves or raptors or krugs. If you're worried about mana, just don't use that at all in the jungle, just save that for ganks. The enemy jungler is up all the way in top lane, so this is going to be uncontested. It's an easy solo at level 7 with Xin Zhao. He's got some pretty good healing. Fire Drake number 1. Can't gank bot at the moment, they're pushed under a tower, so maybe mid lane. Let's wait a second to see if we can engage after Zed uses his shadow. And there it goes, he jumps in. So we just dive in and burst him down real quick with our E, Q, Tiamat. We are 3-0. Now let's help our Fizz push a little bit. There's the enemy jungler, so let's back out. Let's go right back up to top lane and try that one again. Use this plant real quick. There's the enemy jungler, so now we know he's over in this area. So we have to be careful. So again, same as last time, waiting patiently in this bush. I know it's not warded because we have a control ward. Waiting for Volibear to engage with Q and waiting for Aurelia to use all her cooldowns. And there it is. Patience pays off. We dive in. But this top tower is only 1 or 2 attacks away from death. So I decided to just dive in with my E onto the minion to get in range of the tower, take out the tower real quick with 2 autos, and then switch focus to Nidalee, get our burst damage combo, and we got another kill for our top laner. So let's recall. That's going to be enough money to finish our jungle item. Once you have the Bloodrazor finished, it's a lot easier to solo dragons and Rift Herald. So what we're going to do now is head over to Rift Herald, take this red buff on the way there, and it's going to be an easy Rift Herald solo. Our W passive is going to keep us mostly full health, and any missing health we're just going to regenerate from our smite. And the enemy top lane is down in mid, so let's try to get some damage onto this guy. Jump on him with E, Q, take about half his health, but he stuns me under tower and takes about half my health in return. Hopefully that helps my top laner out. But I'm just going to be able to heal up from this fruit back to full health. And let's go right back to mid lane to try to get another kill. I was just waiting for Zed to use his shadow before jumping in because I know I'm not going to catch him if I don't do that. So Fizz goes in a little bit early, gets killed. Zed jumps away as expected. But we got a kill on Nidalee. Now let's just steal some stuff from the jungle. Doesn't take very much time at all with this Tiamat. So then let's just grab these Krugs and then move down to bot lane because they're pushing a little bit away from their tower, so they're out of safety now. Let's just jump onto this ADC and delete them. Slow smite the Morgana. And we get the Morgana as well. Now since we got a double kill on this bot lane, I decided to activate our Rift Herald buff to help us push down this tower. Zed and Nidalee show up. They're both pretty squishy, and I have a lot of damage. Zed gets a little bit too close. I jump on him with E, slow him, auto attack reset with Q, Tiamat, and we got Nidalee as well. So now let's take out this tower. I'm going to recall because I can finish my Titanic Hydra now. So I'm going to be a little bit tankier in team fights. And that extra auto attack reset, very helpful on Xin Zhao to make it a little bit faster to get to our Q knockup for ganks. Another fire dragon is about to spawn, so let's go grab that. Leave another control ward in the pit to see if it's warded. Fire Drake number 2. Now the enemy Ashe is pushing bot lane alone, so I'm going to try to sneak in behind this Ashe and assassinate her. You're just going to start with E, and then if Ashe flashes away, then also have my flash to follow up. So start with E, auto attack reset with Q, auto attack reset with the Tiamat, flash on top of Ashe, finish her off. Ult the other guys away, and walk away. Now we can heal up all of our health from killing these Krugs and these minions from our W passive. But now I'm alone down here, so let's be careful. My team's pushing mid and top. We got 2 people down here. This is what you want though. The enemies had to split up their resources to defend. They put 2 people mid, 2 people bot, and 1 person top. We were just able to capitalize in mid, get some kills, get this easy tower. Take some stuff from the jungle on the way out. Another red buff. I was waiting in this bush to see if anybody would face check, because if they did face check, I would kill them in like 3 autos. But sadly, nobody tried. We almost got that Nidalee though. That was a lot of damage. And Alistar dives in trying to get that kill. So close. Disappointing. And then my mistake was staying a little bit too long. I should have just ran away because I ended up dying. Goodbye, perfect game. That's okay. We're going to have enough money to finish a pickaxe. Let's also grab Merc Treads and 1 attack speed dagger. This game, because I'm pretty fed, I'm going to be building a Guinsu's Rage Blade. If you were not this fed, you might just want to go straight to armor and magic resist items. This Nidalee's running away. So I was trying to catch up to this Nidalee, but I realized that I'm obviously not going to be able to just catch up to this guy in a pure running race. So what I decided to do instead was take a shortcut through the jungle so I can use this blast cone to surprise him by jumping off the wall, use my E to slow him, and auto attack reset, burst damage, and we get that kill. So let's just go back to splitting, pushing this bot lane as hard as we can, while my team pushes something else. Hopefully the enemies will send 2 people down to stop me, or if they just send 1, I will kill that person easily. Titanic Hydra really helps killing minions because of that long reach with your damage. Now, since we have some AD, we can kill towers pretty fast also. So Nidalee's going to try to defend this tower. I'm going to start with an ult, jump back on top of her, and burst her down. Then we can try to take this inhib. There's still 2 enemies in mid lane, the Ashe and Morgana. The Ashe ult hits me. I might have been able to get away if I just ran away, but I wanted to get that inhibitor. 1 more auto would have got it, but they got me this time. So let's pick up our blasting wand. We need 800 more gold to finish the Guinsu's Rage Blade. That's going to be dragon number 3. Now let's try to push into the enemy base. This tower is pretty low, so I'm thinking about doing the same thing I did up in top lane, diving into this tower, bursting the tower down quick, and then jumping onto Irelia. So when my minions take tower aggro, I'm going to jump to the minions to get close, burst down the tower quick, and then switch over to Irelia. It's going to be this mid inhib. Let's back away because the enemies are about to show up. Now since my top laner is just as fed as me, I ping Baron because I know we can duo this Baron. My Volibear is just going up to kill the minions up there, and I'm going to start this Baron. Should be fine. Healing up a little bit from W, and there we go. He takes aggro. Now we can just heal up a little bit from our W. But guys, they're actually about to surrender, so thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you want to see more Xin Zhao. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you leave a like, it really lets me know what you guys want to see the most. Thanks guys, see you soon.